Disappointed! I had changed the setting, and then I clicked somewhere else, went back to the thing, and my change to the setting was overridden. I pressed OK, and so now I'm made a fool of myself. You know, as if that hasn't happened already. Oh well. It is as it is. Now what I have to do is to go to Yautabi. I love how YouTube is practically begging me to come back to it. Because it's flashing everything on screen that I might want to have or might want to look at. And sadly, I have hopefully eliminated my my addiction to YouTube. Oh, and I need to edit video. Yes. And I can change the title from here. Save. I don't want to ask Studio anything. Good. Good. Excellent. Okay. Twilch. Open Twilch. And now I am here. Good. Excellent. I am happy. Brilliant. Brilliant. Can I do like a 30-minute ad break? Oh, yes. 3-minute ad break. That's the... Imagine having to look at ads for 3 minutes. Wow. Okay. Monetize. This one here. Oh, okay. I can see all the quick actions that I can add. Okay, fair enough. And that's where I can raid the channel a little bit easier. Good. Okay. I'm just discovering my Twitch dashboard. And you know what? Let's do something counter to all the other streams that I've done so far. Let's get straight into it. Let's just go. Let's just get into it. Let's go straight into it. So, I am aware of what I need to do. Which is make the upgrade icons appear and allow the player to grab onto a little slider thing to then collect it. The thing that I need to... The thing that I need to figure out from... I don't really need to have it as size of there sort of thing. I can just have it sort of hanging around. So, the way that I'm going to have it work... Got the upgrade icon here, that's fine. I will have the upgrade icon change to whatever it happens to be, but I'll keep that open for now. Bomb is there, bomb ability is there, map change element is fine. Got the volume slider going on. Oh, I just need to, this player grabber, I need to add a, because this is a slider controller, right? I need to ask it, because again, this is just for sliders, not a player controllable. This is all the information just for sliders. So I can request... I can add here a snap for when the player is holding shift. Now snap movement, up or down. Have it as a snap up. Okay. And then I get whatever my snap value is. Which in the case of this one is going to be every 20. Okay. Actually make this 30, maybe even 25. And then my snap value will be 0.2. That's probably the easiest way to go. See my A. Okay, so snap movement. I'm going to get the. I've got the direction. So I'm going to say A equals A yeah. A equals A divided by snap value. Right? A divided by snap value. Then floored or sealed. So it's either floored or sealed. So yeah, no. So I can do var ret equals A if up, ret equals seal, EIL, seal ret, else ret equals floor ret. I can turn this into a ternary operator if I wanted to by going ret equals seal ret if up else floor ret. Very good. And then ret equals ret divided by, oh no, multiplied by snap value. Then return ret. Or rather, A equals ret. And I'll just add as well, my player controllable, let's just go ahead and close all other tabs. Let's open up that symbol. Player controllable has an escape while holding value, which is an input type. If I just grab this one, come over here, and then I can say here, snap key, which defaults to input listener dot ability. Yeah, snap key input listener dot ability. Right? And then in process is happening already in this one. Yeah. Then slider player controller. I can request if if input listener dot button pressed, no, if input listener dot is active, snap key. I have to determine whether or not the player is moving up or down, or rather increasing or decreasing. So I'm going to have to make a Boolean variable for if the player is increasing or decreasing, because we've got direction here, which is either left, right, or up, down. And I think my assumption is the more right, the more up it is. The more up, the more up it is. So I would just need to make a var called increasing, which is a bool, and you just return and then you say if direction. Now direction. Okay, so I have to query what direction it is. So if direction equals slide direction dot left right, return return input listener dot is active. Oh. Input listener dot m dear move dear rounded Okay, so I've got increasing now, and so I will then snap movement increasing. Hello, good moaning. Good moaning indeed, Sarah. It is a good moaning indeed. We all moan goodly here. How has your moaning been? Oh, okay, hang on. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh. Interesting. Whoa, whoa. You just got up. Not the best moaning, but still good. Excellent. Good to hear. My snap is not quite working well. Okay. I think it's because my A is inversed. I need to inverse my A. Here. Suppose I could just ask. Oh no, A is kind of a fixed value here. So I guess I just need to reverse these ones. It's frustrating. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Alright, alright. So you haven't had the best kind of moaning this morning. Alright, that's fair enough. You haven't had the best kind of moaning yet. No, that's good. Whoa. That's what this is the behavior I was looking for. What? Now that's... Ah, okay. Alright. Right, of course. Ah, okay. I need to... Ah, okay. Alright. So I guess I just need to say... Because slide deer is already a variable. I want to say moving deer, I guess. In which case this has to be an int. And I need to return whether or not... Yes, okay, so if it is left and right, I'm going to need to return move deer rounded minus... No, move deer... Oh, okay, move deer rounded dot length... No, move deer rounded, which is a fixed value from one of the cardinal directions. Well, hang on. Where does process inputs get run? Process inputs get run from this one. Player grabbed. Lock the player to the thing, and then process inputs. Just that's it. Yeah, okay. So slider controller is just move deer rounded, projected to slide deer. Oh, right, of course. Oh, right, of course. Yeah. Move deer rounded, dot project to slide deer. Slide deer. Okay, hang on. I need to make that its own thing. So I want to say, I want to say move deer is probably the best variable for that. So I want to say deer of movement. Yeah. So over here, instead of this, I'm going to say deer of movement. And now my deer of movement is going to be, let me just draw it out real quick. You've got, hang on. You've got slide deer, which is, in this case, left, actually no, in this case, technically it's down to up. You've got your move deer, which is from the input listener. which is moveDeer.rounded, which is let's have a look. moveDeer rounded, which is one of the cardinal directions. I'm pretty sure it includes. I'm pretty sure moveDeer rounded includes the. Let's just look this up real quick. Deer rounded, which is strongest cardinal direction. Okay, so it's not that. Yes, it's one of the 4 values. Okay, and what I can do. So it's one of the 4 values, and when I project this onto this, right, it will return either 0 if it's going to the left or right. It'll return -1 in this case, so it'll return up, or it will return down. Or it will return 0. Getting the down or up to be -1 and down to be 1 is the challenge that I'm looking for, because my movement deer I need it to return, when I run it, I need it to return either -1, 0, or 1. I can get 0 easy by getting the rounded, let's just draw this symbol again. Remember, this is 0. By getting the length of the thing. But length will return an absolute value, whether it's 1 or 0. And so what I can do then is, if it's not 0, or rather, if it's not 0, I can I guess I could just ask it if it's the same as up or down. Because I can get angle, I suppose. Could get angle. Let's just... Okay, hang on. Let's see what you said here. You said you were on TikTok Live working on your character yesterday and mentioned to someone that I am Twitch more. You are on Twitch more, and right after, Twitch accused you of inactivity, even though... And then I stopped getting viewers, even though you were talking, listening to music and moving stuff on your screen. What? So if you mention Twitch on TikTok, you will get banned, essentially. What the fuck? That's amazing. That's amazing. So it actively scrubs people, what people say on TikTok, and if you mention a competing platform, then it will prevent you from it'll prevent you from streaming, basically. Oh, this door is open. I need to close it. My bad. Hang on. My son is asleep. I hate my headphone bloody cord. I hate my headphone cord. Because I place my headphones on my desk, just nicely and neatly, and then the cord doesn't even wrap around something. It just rests on my pants, and as I get up, it grips the pants. It doesn't slide off the pants. It just grips the pants and then reefs my fucking headphones off the desk every single time. Silly, silly. I ate an orange. Yay. Alright. So, yeah, that's wild. I don't like that at all. Like, come on, guys. Like, be sportsmanship, right? Have a bit of sportsmanship. Imagine if I got banned off of Twitch by saying, "Yeah, I'm also live on YouTube." Dead. That's me. This is me now. Hang on. Hang on. I go. Hey, I'm also live on YouTube. Is this? Hang on. Is this a better disintegration? Or is this a better disintegration? I think that one's better. Yeah. Maybe. This one makes a great. I'm pretty sure Pool Zero said this earlier, that this makes like a great anonymous but still face cam. Like, you can't see anything in regards to me, but you can still see that I'm on facecam and I'm a human being. Oh, bro, hang on. Now imagine if I was like in a dark room or something. Hang on. How good, you did say that. See, I remember some things. But like imagine this was someone's day-to-day. This is what I look like online. Hang on. But like you can see my eyes now a little bit better. It's about here. It's 1.6 or 0.16 luma max. That's what gets this effect. And I like how like my coat is visible. Like, you can see all of my coat effect, but then my face is sort of blanked out. And there's a little white section on my little coat here. And then my hands also are invisible, so like I can see what's behind me by holding my hand up here. Ooh, 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 ooh. But yeah. I feel like there's, yeah, and I also like the fact that you can see the way my mouth is moving, but I don't know, maybe it's still a little bit too obvious, you know? Anyway. Oh. 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 My hand. Anyway. Let me put myself back down in the middle. But yeah, so yeah, that's pretty wild. That's pretty wild. Imagine as well that like you're I don't know, you're researching something on Bing, right? You're just searching something on Bing, and for whatever reason, because you're a fucking degenerate or some shit, but you're just searching something on Bing, and then you just say the word Google, and then instead of whatever it is you're researching, like, I don't know, currency exchange between Australian and US dollars or something like that, I don't know, just as a random topic, it then starts showing you methods of I don't know, methods of creating like hydrogen bombs or something like that, and then it causes the FBI for some reason, because you're in Australia, but the FBI decided to come and raid your house just because you said the word Google to Bing. They sabotage you. That'd be so wrong. So, deer of movement. So I guess I can just click that to say snap movement. And my up is going to be or tells you how to uninstall Google. Yeah, and it only shows all the list of how to uninstall Google, and then it pops up a pop-up. Here's how you can uninstall Google. And then no matter what you search, the first result is always, you can uninstall Google by clicking this link. But it still sends the FBI to your house because it doesn't like you. Anyway. So snap movement is going to be... Oh, great. I got an ad break. Thanks for that, Twitch. The first, everyone's first research on Microsoft Edge is Google Chrome download. So Internet Explorer and its predecessor, or its successor, Edge, is the best Google Chrome downloader platform that you can get. or Firefox downloader, because I now use Firefox. I was big on Chrome, but now I'm just like, oh fuck it, I'm going to Firefox, because I've slowly been pushed away from all of these big companies that are like tracking you every fucking 5 seconds. I mean, the fact that I'm still online is also something that is I don't know, something that's up to contention. I swear there's going to be like a period in time in which you'll have like a different movement between those who are still online and those who are not, just because there are people that don't mind being tracked and people that do, and then suddenly there's going to be a rift in society between those that are online, those that are not. And that'd be an interesting setting for like a cyberpunk reality or something like that, or even just, you know, next year. We don't know what the time's going to happen. Like, I mean, real world next year. Like, we don't know what's going to happen. So the ad break's almost over, so I've got to segue to something that's completely different. But that's why, like, when you research really heavily into what Churchill did during World War II, you will find out all of those things that I was just discussing prior. And it's just amazing the type of historical things that you can find when you dip into that sort of topic. And yeah, it's amazing that the UK was still one country after what Churchill did. You just have to search it up using the exact key phrase that I was just discussing during the ad break. But anyway, moving on. So my snap movement, I need to determine whether or not I'm snapping up or snapping down or not moving at all. So that's the thing. There's actually 3 realities that I got. Oh, I can say if movement, if dir of movement dot length equals 0, return, do nothing. If, so that's one of the realities gone. So if no. var up equals dir of movement. So, and this is the other contentious thing that I got to do. Oh, because the dir of movement is a dir in space, right? It's a direction in space. What I have to do is rotate or project it on a increasing or decreasing value. Because that's what I've got here, right? Dir of movement, just dir of movement times slide speed gets exactly what I need, because position and dir of movement are both vectors. So there's nothing I really need to worry about when it comes to using dir of movement with position, because that's the same. It's just the same. And so what I need to get is to get the dir of movement, the actual value that it is moving by. And I suppose I could probably project it on the y equals x. I could project the value of dir of movement onto the y equals x line, because you've got here's the grid, right? And Actually, I might make it a different color. You've got the grid here, right? That's the plane. And you've got dir of movement being either up or down, or left or right. And I can project these directions onto the y equals x line, in which case it will snap up and right to a positive value of y equals x, and then it will snap the left and down to the negative value of y equals x. And so what I will get from this projection is, that looks like a 3D thing. It looks like I'm doing math, that's gross. Is either a vector going up to the right or down to the left. So that's what that results with. I know, L maths for real. It's mathematics, dude. It's just maths. It's fucking gross. Anyway, so I've got the I don't even know what I'm fucking doing, dude. I suppose I could ask whether or not the angle of the projected line is greater than a certain number. Mathematics, more like mathemashit. Got him. Yes. Mathema fuck this shit, more like. That's only when you get into year 12 though. That's the year 12 mathematics course, is mathema fuck this shit. And then once you get into university, it goes mathema fucked my life. There's a big change. Anyway, so I can then request this projected vector to determine its angle, whether or not it is greater than or less than a certain value. In which case it would be pi, more than likely. Or maybe pi over 2. So greater than pi over 2. Because greater than pi over 2, I'm fairly certain 0 in Godot is to the right. And the value that is returned when you ask for its angle is always positive, which is annoying. Because then I can just get angle of. Because if I have a look at not the online docs, the search health, and I look at vector 2, the game design goes pretty well at the moment. Let's have a look at what you've said. So the game creation is going okay. My game creation is fine, but it's like, I'm not sure if you are quite consistent at lurking on my streams there, Mr. Conker. What I might just do is I might just put this down to the right here, just over my face, so it looks like I'm thinking intently. What is happening? Oh, I need to. You are quite frequent at lurking in my streams, Mr. Conker. So you may not be aware of what's actually happening. Okay. So I will just. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Okay. Okay, I'll just... Oh no! Okay, hang on, one sec. Up equals dir of movement, fuck. Nah, damn it, I have to complete the maths before I can show you things. Damn it. I've actually got to do maths now. Okay. So, increase. I'm just going to call it crease. Whether it is increasing or decreasing, it's just call it crease. And it's going to be an int. Fuck you, names. That's the official documentation. I'm not going to understand what that means. So, I'm going to say if dir of movement dot length equals 0, return 0. Cool. then I'm going to get var creases equals dir of movement dot project onto the vector 2 of vector 2 dot right, oh, 1, vector 2 dot 1. So it's projected onto the vector of vector 2 dot 1. And then I can ask, because if I look up vector 2 and I get the angle of, returns the angles with respect to the positive x-axis or 1, 0 vector in radians. Vector right will return pi over 2 and will return pi over 4. It is actually negative. It is actually negative. Oh. So, well, hang on. Wait, yeah, hang on. If no move, then don't move. That's basically it. We all crease here. Alright, hang on. Okay. So, we have a vector. We have... I can still project it on the up or down vector. And I'm fairly certain these are positive angle values and these are negative angle values. Yes, because the denomination here where it says this vector is specifically the vector that is defined by a movement to the right and a movement up, because remember, Godot's origin is at the top left, and this is positive and this is positive. Godot's origin is to the top left, positive x, positive y. So down is positive y and right is positive x. And so the angle of that will return actually negative, a negative angle. So therefore, I can project it on the vector that is defined by vector 2, 1, 1, otherwise just known as vector 2 dot 1. And then I can get the angle of that vector, just the angle, and I can actually just get the sine of this angle. Done. And in fact, I don't even need to ask whether or not the length is 0, because dir of movement will be 0 if it is an incorrect movement. So I can just return the sine of dir of movement. Oh, okay, it's currently active, one sec. The sine of dir of movement dot project along the 1, 1 vector and the angle of that, whether it is negative or positive or 0. Because angle will return, well, sorry, sine will return 3 different values. You see this? So it will return either the negative, which is -1, it will return 0 if the sine is 0, or it will turn positive if it's greater than, if it is positive. So if the angle is positive, then it will be, sine will return 1. Sorry, if the direction of movement is positive, then the angle will return positive 1. I don't know what I'm talking about. Look, I've started understanding maths, and then I started speaking as if I understood maths, and then I realized I don't understand maths. So, crease. Fuck you names. Will return 1 if the slider is increasing. -1 if it is decreasing. Or 0 if it is static. Very good. Okay, so if I come down here, I don't need to do up. I just need, in fact, I don't need to do... Oh, actually, I do need to do up. Snap movement, dir of movement length equals 0, that's fine. Is going to be crease... greater than 0, I guess. Yeah. Yep. Cool. Let's see what happens. This is my game, Mr. Conker. As you can see, it is working now. as I have completed the maths. Well, I believe I have completed the maths, but we never know. And this is what it looks like at the moment. The most recent creation I've made is my options menu, which is where the slider things is coming in. What I'm trying to do is to get this thing to recognize when I want it to snap values. So you can see here, I'm trying to get it to snap, but it's currently not really working as much as I want it to. Okay. I believe, but yes, that's what I'm doing. Options. I'm getting some options in here. The rest of the game is here. So this is the loadout menu. We've got a bunch of targets in the field that you can select your weapons for. You can change your weapon into the other one. Very cool. This is the shop menu. You can go and buy things, which I haven't done just yet. That's why I'm messing with my sliders, because I want to do like you get grabbed here, and then the upgrade option is above. And if you can afford it, the grabber will like let you here. And if you can't afford it, the grabber will spit you out and then shake red or something like that. Or if you can sit here and then you have to move the slider up to click there, and then it will upgrade and move all your bits over to that thing, and it will show the new value. So it'll do some really nice feedbacky things, but I haven't quite programmed that in because I don't know. Anyway, because maths, just because maths, that's it. But yeah, so this is the little loadout screen. I'm gonna have different weapons lined up for you to be able to figure out what they do, and then when you start the game, this is exiting my little loadout screen. You can then come here to start the game, which is shooting this little doodler. And then ta-da, the game is now starting. So this is what the game looks like at its current state. Yep, there's a little charging doodlers. Ah! Okay. These are my little charging doodlers. And you can get bits by killing them, and then that's it. Am I going to customize my channel points? Once I learn what that is, yes. Like, you've highlighted it by doing the circles. You've spent circles. Thank you for spending circles. The channel points, which means something. But yeah, yeah. And yes, I appreciate it. Conquer, I had oh, thank you, CQN on YouTube, by the way. I just noticed that you are commenting on YouTube, because I am running this on YouTube. CQN8262, not on Twitch, on YouTube. And since I've said YouTube on Twitch, I have to be deconstructed. So, thank you, but also... Why was I holding my breath? I didn't have to hold my breath that entire time. But yes, I had been slimed because I said an opposing competition's name on a different platform. Sarah was just mentioning before that she was streaming on TikTok, and because she says, oh yeah, I'm on Twitch, TikTok decided to shadow ban, send her to the shadow realm, and claim that she was inactive, and it doesn't let her do any more streaming on TikTok. Amazing. Isn't that right? But yes, CQN over on YouTube, it's great. How would you go about making a button that is toggled instead of pressed down? How do you mean? Are you talking about keyboard inputs? Or are you talking about like an actual, like a UI element button? Because there's different ways you can do it. Literally, it would be you just have a Boolean variable that will turn to true when you've activated it, or that will flip it when it's activated. And you do that simply by saying whatever your bool is, So if I just open up Notepad, I could do Notepad++, or I could just do regular Notepad. So you do, I just button mash and it went Greg. You wouldn't necessarily make the keyboard input itself be Boolean, but what you would do is that when you've pressed that key, or when the input, so you got the input, you got the funk input, and it'll be event. It's got an input event. What you would actually do is have a variable here called a toggle, like something toggled. And it is a bool variable, and you set it to false. And then when you've registered your input, so if event dot is action toggle, I guess. So whatever your button that you wanted to toggle, then you do whatever your bool is, so toggled. Ready? Check this out. Toggled equals, get this, opposite toggled. That's all you have to do. That's all you have to do. To make it a toggleable thing, you wait for whatever the event you wanted to in order for it to toggle, and then you just set it to whatever it is inversed. That's what that one does. It just does the opposite of the current Boolean value. So that will allow you to, anytime that the action that you're looking for is pressed, it will just flip it to its opposite, and that's it. So that will enable this variable to then be toggled, and then in your process delta, you can then do if toggled something, and then else something else. You know, that's what you can do to make a button toggleable. Done. Do I use Unreal at all? Oh, I have used Unreal once. I have opened Unreal. Blueprints, look, I could probably figure it out, but I'm a horrible collaborator in terms of working on someone else's project. And when it comes to my ability, well, I think I might actually. Oh, hang on. Is that? Oh, I've got sorry, I just noticed in my stream, my OBS here, that I have a button here that tells me when my ads are on next. Oh, I've also got the things down here, so I can see that it's disabled for. Oh, these are pre-rolls. That's different. Anyway, but I can't be a consistent team member because in October I am disappearing. So that is that. But I may be able to figure things out if you need a solution, probably. But it's a very maybe thing. I can't guarantee anything in that way. So yeah, but I haven't touched Unreal in such a long time. I'm fairly certain I'll have to sit down and properly relearn the blueprint system, which is incredibly powerful, and I have sort of understand a little bit about how it works. But yeah, that's just the way too much explanation of I appreciate the offer, but maybe I'd say no. I don't know why I didn't just lead in with that. Anyway, it's getting too warm with my jacket on. Ugh, there we go. Yes, W capitalism, indeed. The word toggle has lost all meaning. Yes, indeed. Yeah, even that, like, the challenge of figuring out an inventory and crafting system using blueprints would be interesting, but again, I need to figure out how to do that in Godot first. So, yeah, like, team management is such a unique skill. It is such a unique skill, especially when it comes to software development and game design, game programming. And even if you're just saying, hey, I'd like to add a programmer onto my team, and I'm already a programmer, there's gonna be conflicts. you can say, hey, I can do the art and you do the programming. That's going to be a little bit easier, in my opinion. But again, I don't know anything about project management, so I barely know how to delineate tasks. I think I need to do this opposite, because words have no meaning. So let me just come... Yes, okay, this is what I wanted to see. Educating myself. I'm not here for learning anything, just here for the vibes. But yes, hell yeah for educating people. But anyway. Yeah. So, it is working, even though creasing is opposite to what I think it is. That's just because Godot is weird. It's your second game in your second game engine. I've played your first game in your first game engine, and that was fun. It was fun to make sure my brain wasn't breaking. But we all start somewhere. I have... God, I wonder at actual... Let's do a deep dive on Quillo lore. Because I've got... No! Oh, I don't have any of my Unity projects from university on this computer. That's upsetting to me. Oh, hang on. Maybe. Maybe. Yes! I found them! Good. Which means I need to open up Unity as well. Unity versions. Let's just open up this. Some lore. Let's just see if Unity.exe opens without opening Unity Studio, whatever it is. I'm trying to run Unity.exe to see if it will work, and it doesn't appear to be. Okay, so I'm... It's opening! What? Okay. Now we have to just double check if the projects that I was working on back in university still work in this version of Unity. Okay, I'm gonna open a project. Here we go. Bitcrusher Idol was the one that I was working on for the longest time. But I'm going to see about... which one? Oh, damn. Maze. Your two team members are 12-year-old twins. You would think that they'd be easy to work with. They are not. It is okay. Continue. Let's re-import everything. So Maze, I think, was my first game that I can consistently say it has a beginning and an end. Like it does things. You chose Nightmare difficulty right out the gate. Yeah, having two 12-year-olds. Toggle crouch is not working. How would I resolve that? I'm sure it is struggling hardcore. Unity is struggling hardcore. I'm fairly certain you can actually... No, I don't think you can make an action be toggleable from here. Yeah, no, no, it's not toggleable. Okay, that's fine. Who dares? Ah, new jank. New jank. That's can describe any time I open a new project and start doing things. It is a new form of jank. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Anytime I open up a project, just new jank. Yeah, having the you just have to make sure that your toggling isn't happening every single frame. In which case you're sort of trying to do the superposition of when it's going to stop. So just make sure that when you hit the toggle command, it only happens on the one frame that it's being active for. Just be mindful. But Yes. New jank. Anytime I hit new project. In fact, we should change our... Yeah, we should just change new project or new project to new jank. Because that's what it's going to be at the end of the day. Anything. New jank. It's just jank. That's all it is. Anyway, what I need to do is... I need to add a... up at snap value, I'm going to say var snapped. Oh, I've got an ad break. Sorry, new jank, for just arriving as soon as I get an ad break. I apologize. But you're not here at the moment. That means I can talk shit about you. Whoosh. It's okay. Look, it's alright. It's the same as I wrote. Good point. Same as I wrote. Instead of doing is action, do is action pressed. Do is action pressed. Just make sure it's is action pressed. Hello, Kenzie. How are you? You are on YouTube. You're not on this one. You know who is here, though? Yes, I do, Pull Zero. I do know who's here. But yes, just real quick. Do is action pressed. Your toggle action, in this case, crouch, whatever you've had it. So is action pressed. That's what you need to do. Because remember, is action will return true if it is both pressed and released. So do is action pressed. Crotch. Okay, I just need to think about an improv to say for when the ad break finishes, so that people don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway. And that is why it's so crucially important that you have one of these little doodlers here. It's so important that you have one of these because otherwise, if you're in a certain geographical location, I was just explaining in depth beforehand, that you'll just get taken. You don't just... this is my a talisman of protection, right? And you have to have one of these. And if you follow what I was talking about before, you'll be able to get it real easy. But unfortunately, if you didn't hear, then I can't say it twice, because otherwise the talisman will not work. So unfortunately, that's just the case of it. Anyway, so yeah, so it fucking works. It looks wrong, but it works. But that's all you got to do. Because remember, input event happens at input runs twice at the key press and the key release. So when you were just looking for the action, you were toggling it once when the key was pressed and toggling it twice when the key was released. So if you just do is action pressed, then that will allow you to have a toggleable thing. But yes, it works now, which is good. Snaps equals false. And what I need to do here is wait. Equals false, and then I'll go if snap. This is now new jank. You know what I'm doing here. I'm doing your namesake. Spelling dub, man. I am patchworking janking a. Oh. I'm patchwork janking a thing that prevents it from going all the way up or all the way down anytime you held it. Ready? Check this. And it will work. I promise you, this one will work. Even though it's mad and scrambling. Oh, okay. I need to... Oh, okay. It sort of half works. Okay. I can do A plus crease divided by like 100, 1,000, just so I have a value to play off. I'm pretty sure it's plus. I might have to be negative.
Throwing some of your naming in there? No. I refuse. Now hang on, devil on my shoulder. There we go. You see? And the other thing I need to do is, since snap movement is here, I can actually... Oh, Unity is finally opened! Wow! That took a while. Oh dear. No! Oh, hang on. Oh, scenes. Playground? Oh no! It's... Huh? 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 Oh man. It's just... It's... Yeah, it's reset it to... Oh man. Yeah, no, it's reset it to... Because this is the playground, isn't it? Oh, upsetting. Oh, that's upsetting, because maze was supposed to be like an interesting thing that I did. Upsetting. You know, I'm an idiot. I was waiting for these things to build when I could have just checked to see if I had a built... No, I don't have a built version of maze. Oh, that's upsetting. Alright, sorry. The Unity lore, the Unity section of my life has to go. I'm sorry. But you don't get that. Unity lore, not accessible. I can then say return. Let's see. How good is that? How good is that? How good is that? I don't know why the snap movement makes it freak out a bit. Oh, I think it could be like releasing the player at the same time as... Oh, that's a bit weird. That's a bit weird. Yeah, the effect of my guy's launch, like... Oh, are you talking about... Oh, sorry, not this launch effect, but when my game opens launch effect. Yes, I like it too. Could you perchance name a single variable in all caps for me as an Easter egg no one will see? Sure, I will do that at some point. And I'll have to make it contextually appropriate. So anytime I need to grab like a 0 value, then it has to be. Looks like maybe because you input while the node is in the middle of moving between snap points. Maybe? Because I'm just pressing up and down. I'm not a fan of how it goes to 59 here. 40, 20. Yeah, I'm not a fan of how it does that. Because can I set volume using my slider? No. No, I don't. That, I don't think that's what's causing it. The slider, the volume slider itself, I think is probably the player grabber here. Yes, snap key is there, but this, okay, while holding is null. Okay, that's fine. Alright, that's fine. Look. Pull 0. That is the... No. That is not the way to go about it. This is not the way to go about it, Pull 0. Even though that's the easiest solution, it's not the way to go about it, because we are wholesome people here. Okay, you gotta go do IRL stuff, Conquer. Thanks for joining in, but I appreciate your existence. Anyway, all good. So, I know. Oh yes, yes. I forgot to mention before. I had achieved affiliate a while ago, but I hadn't done all the things because I wasn't streaming consistently enough for me to justify having to do all the things. And then I started doing all the things, and it was actually in 2 streams ago when I read the entire terms of service on stream. That was fun. But the what was I saying? Yes, and then I did the things, and then I've just said, oh, just withhold my payments until I say so, and then it just gave me affiliate straight away, so I didn't have to wait for anything, which is good. Anyway, new jank. That's okay to backseat, man. This is what the stream is for. Just backseating the entire time. Curious if it works correctly if you wait a bit between moves. How do you mean wait a bit between moves? Are you talking about when I snap, you want me to just not input for a sec like that? Because, yeah, I believe it's just a truncation issue. I want to see if I print... Let's just start printing variables here. Let's just start printing variables. I don't mind printing variables. I do that every day. I print variables on... Oh, man. Oh, there we go. I print variables on the daily. So here we go. Yep. As I had suspected. The issue is not with my brain. It is with floating point arithmetic. Whoa, boy. Floating point arithmetic. This is my issue. There it is. Plain and simple. Floating point arithmetic. Always good fun. So let's just stop that real quick. Let's put rets after my floors. And then... Actually, at the end, what A gets set to. Let's see what that happens there. What ret is when A is set. And again, New Jank, you will know this. We put print values. We don't do debugging here. I just put print values everywhere. We don't use the debugger. What is that? Okay, so the floor and seal is working properly. So it is setting it to 1.0, 0.6, 0.4, 0.2, and 0.8. It is doing that properly. It is doing that properly. I wonder. Because it could also be an issue with what A is. I think it could be an issue with what A is. So if I just jump this back over here. The debugger will always stay closed. Yeah. Let's see what A is set to. Yes, so this is where the floating point arithmetic happens. Right, because A... Yes, so if I quit now, have a look at this, you can see my A values here is going 1.0 and then 0.8.0000033, 0.6.000000251, 0.4.00000. So could be when I multiply snap value. I guess I could just do round. No, I can't do round. Yeah, see, that's the problem because it's a value between 0 and 1. The further I go along with this, the more I am stepping towards what you were saying, Paul Zero. And you know what? Oh, it's the moment, mate. It's the moment. Look, hang on. Before A is set, ready? I'm going to set a var called pull 0. The moment has arrived. And that's going to equal to 0.1, 0.01 if ret is less than 0.6. Else 0. Right? And then I'm going to say plus pull 0. There you go. You got your wish. You got your wish because now I am pulling 0. So let's have a look. Let's have a look and see if it works. Okay, so it's doing it's not letting me go above 6. Oh, of course. Hang on. Huh? Hang on. Huh? I'm gonna do ret minus pull 0. Let's see if that works. That's an Easter egg that you get. That's what you'll get to hold on to forever. Oh, it's not letting me go down any further. Yeah. Oh dear. And of course, invoking your name, pull 0. Broken it. Oh, okay. Iced Mosquito says over on YouTube, how often do I cut green beans? Mate, I cut green beans every time. So, I don't know why invoking this is breaking it. Oh dear. Okay, I might have to do it. I might have to do it up here. Yeah, because like if you look at that, equals 0. If ret else 0. Ret multiplied by snap value, and then plus, and then minus pull 0, right? So I don't know why it's bricking itself after that point. Oh, why did I just close Godot? What am I doing? I just pressed close on Godot. That was not even an action. Like, my brain just did that. I think my brain is just saying, alright, Steve, it's enough. So if I round the value after multiplying by snap value, multiplying by snap value is a value between 0 and 1. It's 0.2 for 20%. That's where I'm snapping to. And if I round after that, it'll set ret to either be 0 or 1. So that's what I can't do. So I have to round before I multiply by snap value. So let's see if having it here works. Oh, I think I know what's going on. Okay, I think I know what's going on. There we go. And it's still not working. Alright. So, let's just print Pete pull 0. There we are. I'm printing you now, pull 0. How do you feel? You are being printed. Yeah, you can see all of that stuff. See, that's sort of what I'm trying to avoid. Can I can... Yeah. Well, yeah, I could... again, this is what I'm doing here, my dude. I am multiplying it by 5, because it's 0.2. I'm multiplying it by 5, and then I am dividing it by... I'm rounding it and then dividing it by 5. That's what I'm doing, my dude. So, chill. But I hope... What I... Mate... If ret is less than... Well, let's just make it 1. Let's just make it 1. Let's see what that happens. add green beans to my game as a fun Easter egg. I could do that. Okay. I think it would work. I think that would work because I was just thinking, hang on, isn't there a way I can just snap it? Because I can snapped to snap value, I guess. an extra thing. I don't even know if pulse zero is doing anything, but we'll just leave it in for posterity's sake. Yeah, because I forget that this one exists. So let's see if that does anything. Because the other important thing that I have to remember, is that A specifically is just modifying the position between the minimum position lerped by the value that I'm setting. And so, since it's based on position, that's probably what my issue is. So, actually fixing it by snapping it to that certain value would work, but it also doesn't as well. It's silly. It's mostly just because of the way that I've set this up. Yes, I do want to snap the values to intervals of snap value, because that's what 0.2 is, or snap value is 0.2. I should actually put this as snap instances and do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or something like that, and make it what the divide of that one. But yeah. No. My single variable letter habit is going to remain as much as I am. I could actually just put this afterwards. Because, well, the snap value is actually... this is actually returning the desired amount. Because if I print ret at this stage, right? If I print ret at this stage, then it would actually work it. But since I am using A to mean the position between a variable and a different variable, you see here? So if you see that? That is what this is returning. This is 0.2. And because I'm using this value to modify its position between the minimum and maximum point, it is necessarily making it funny. Because that's what... It's because that's why. So, I know. We are all, Pull Zero, maintaining our own hypocrisies at every point in our life. Every single moment is just hypocrisy. So, me calling out your all caps habit, whilst also remaining steadfast on my single letter variable naming thing, is a very valid and real thing that happens. I have an electrician coming soon. Okay, so I just got to double check when the electrician is coming in. So give me a few moments. Here. Okay. Let's just text the Andrew. Hello. Cool. You begin uni next month, and that's in 4 weeks, and that's what's making you feel old. There are several thresholds that you pass, and you just get progressively older and older. And every time you pass those things, you unlock a new feeling of being old. And it is a wonderful and horrific feeling. So, just be mindful. So, I guess, yeah, because I guess what I can say here is I can then modify after this to request if A is less than or equal to 0.6. Actually, it needs to be if A is greater than or equal to 0.4. Because remember, max volume is 0. And then 80 is 2. So if it is greater than or equal to 4, that's when I need to pull 0 in. So var pull 0 equals 0.01. I want to say 0.01. If A is greater than or equal to 0.4, else 0. And then A, because I'd need to do it here, and I need to query ret, and then I need to come down here and ret equals ret plus equals pull 0. See if that works. Oh, now I can't go up. Interesting. Why? I can't snap upwards. These are some interesting things to happen. Oh! Ha 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 ha. I can't go up more than once. Interesting. Okay. Okay. No, it's not that I can't go up more than once. It's that... Oh dear. Okay. These are funny things that are happening. They are very weird and funny things. Because this is the type of thing. Like, yeah, my overthinking coding doesn't like the simplified coding, and unfortunately, adding you to the code is sort of overthinking the thing that I need. And unfortunately, and again, this problem that I'm having, where it's snapping, oopsie daisies, it's going to 100 and then 80 and then 59 instead of 60. 39, 19, and 0. This is directly weaponized to piss me off the most. Because it's like, why? Why can't it just be 60? Why can't it just be 40? Why can't it just be 20? Why is it 19? Look, 20 exists. Look, see, 20 exists, but doesn't want to snap to it. Just doesn't want to snap to it for some reason. And I'm like, but why? But why? You. I'm having a very evil, very bad, no good, awful way of fixing my one little issue that I have, and I think in the spirit of pull 0. I think it is appropriate. Like I'm not necessarily moving between distinct points. I'm moving between calculated points from 0 and 1. And because I'm doing the positions there, I do kind of have to work with floats. So, pull 0, hang on a moment. I am now going to do something that I think you would appreciate very, very much. I am going to go up to volume steer. I'm gonna make it at least look a little bit nicer. I'm gonna hide it. I'm gonna hide it. People are laughing at me. I know. I am increasing my shame levels. No, it's only yes. No, it's 39. Yeah. Oh. What if I matched it? I could match it. I'm matching it now. 60, 40. I could actually just do. I would need to do every 9 values. So all of my 9 values won't exist because having it set to something 9 of something just pisses me off to no end. And again, the fact that it's only below 60, that pisses me off even further. This is the lengths that my insanity drives me to. Is there an easy way to do this? Yeah. Yep. And I'm glad I'm doing this in an ad break. I'm glad I'm doing this as an ad break so people don't get the insanity that I'm conjuring right here. Oh, flet. Oh, okay, hang on. Ret is a. Okay, so I guess I can just say 0.6. Hang on. Oh, no. Oh, okay. Match ret 60. Volume int. Volume int is just int plus times 100. Okay. So, it has to be 59. Oh god, the ad break is gone. Don't look, everyone. Go back to another ad break. Don't look. Please don't look. I'm crying. I'm crying so much right now. I'm crying. Oh, in that case, I can say, if, no, var pool 0 equals, 1 if ret modulate ret plus 1 by 10 equals 0. No, modulate's not right. Oh, my bad. Mod. Fmod, that's the one I'm looking for. Fmod. Fmod ret plus 1 by 10 equals 0. So, else it's 0. Yep. And then I also have to add... No, that's it. That's all I have to do. Oh, I'm getting a phone call. Just one moment. Hello? Oh, he's here? Okay. I'll come on down then. Alright. I'll be down in a bit. Okay. My electrician has just arrived. I will round it to the 1 decimal, but these are full values. So, shh. Because that's what volume int is doing, and again, it's not going to round it fully because it's going to a 39 instead of 40. So you know what I mean? Like that's what I have to do, right? So just chill for a sec. I need to be right back because the electrician is here, and we've got to do a quick thing. So give me a few moments. So I'm just going to do this, not filters. I'm just going to do interact, and then I'm just going to. It shouldn't take too long, but I'll just put a 30-minute break in anyway. But I will be right back. I'm now going to filters, Luma key, and then
I'm coming. I am. Here we go. Here we go.